Valentine's on a Monday. Let's get it.
Valentine's on a Monday was probably the best thing in the world for a lot of these people though, because I know a couple of my niggas was cheating. Like I don't condone cheating. The nigga I am today don't condone cheating, but the nigga I was, some years ago definitely condone cheating. But the nigga I am today, I don't condone cheating.
You don't condone it, but you
I don't
understand it.
condone. I understand it. I totally understand it. Like I get it. I get it. I'm not signing up for the cheating package though, but I get it.
No. It comes with a lot of headaches.
Too much. It's too much like work. Like I'm lazy now. I'm older now, so I'm lazy. So I'm lazy with it. So I'm the dude that's liable to be like, yeah, man, look, I was cheating. Let's go ahead and break up. My bad.
Not even that, man. It's just it's not even you getting lazy when you get older. You just become more efficient. You just ain't trying to, waste all your energy on nothingness. Because it's like a lot of times you think to yourself, like what's the price? What am I getting out of this?
Exactly. And the coochie ain't even worth it. Like I'm gonna tell you, you know what? The older I'm getting, this is what I'm saying. Like you know what? When I was like in my 20s, new pussy got me hot. Oh, the idea of some new pussy. Oh my God, life is good.
Makes us pants and pockets.
But now,
niggas will risk it all. Niggas risking a lot.
Like, yeah, you risking a lot for new pussy because now, HIV is actually on the rise in heterosexual people now more than in homosexual people for the first time ever.
I mean, sneaky links.
Bro, I'm just saying, like, anytime you got to go into deep thought about that vagina that you about to try to dive into, I'm just saying it just ain't worth it. Like, I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to find somebody that, I like enough to where I want to share my private parts with them. And I ain't in no rush because, man, look, motherfuckers got me scared. I'm so scared.
It's like the Hunger Games out here, man. I guess we got a pod to start. Let's do this thing.
Yeah. So we're going to get started like this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you happen to be checking out this podcast. It's a new episode of gH2 Podcast. I am George H. Hart II, BKA Dr. Gas Can Man, and I'm joined by...
Rest in peace, Kobe and Nip. That's off the rip. Any bang in the building, baby.
I love that shit. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with a good old-fashioned rant. So we were sitting there talking about, dating and stuff, if you kind of was catching and paying attention. And I just want to let people know why dating. Ain't no rules to this shit. Ain't no rules to this dating shit. Like, I used to be that dude. I would not date a chick if I know she got 3 bodies connected to her that I know. I'm off that. I don't care. Like, I feel like this at the end of the day. Ain't no rules to this shit. If I'm to the point now, I could know your whole facts. And you might got like, we might, there might be 7 mutual dicks that hang around me that already done got it. If you mind, you mind. Like, I'm sorry. That's just where I'm at. Because ain't no rules to this. I can't be sitting there worried about this dude's feelings because this my lady now. I don't care. Bro, I don't care if you heartbroken. I don't care if you suicidal. I don't care. I don't care if you suicidal. I don't care if you talk about you gonna kill yourself because I used to be your partner. Nigga, I don't care. Kill yourself efficiently. Please do it efficiently. Don't use no bullets, nigga. So you don't got to worry about the body. Jump in a deep river, nigga. We don't got to come looking for the body. But there ain't no rules to this no more. I'm not speaking about guy code. There ain't no woman code. Women, y'all be talking about something, oh, I don't want to bump cats and all of that. You childish. Shut your ass up. If that person that you meant to be with fuck somebody else in, don't put requirements around who your person is and then talk about how lonely you are. You sound dumb. Shut your dumb ass up. Ran over.
I couldn't have made it any better myself, especially at our age. I mean, the degree of separation is probably one person now. Between all of us. If you've been fucking for 15, 20 years, your degree of separation, you can add up them numbers. Once you start to compound those numbers, you can get up there.
I'm
So
just saying.
don't be asking no body count, fellas, especially at your
Yeah,
big age.
I know. I'm 21 years in on it. I ain't about to ask nobody. Man, you know what the funniest thing is? I was talking to a chick, maybe because she was from Tampa, but I was talking to a chick and she had a bigger body count than me.
Oh, absolutely. She can tell
She,
me. Yeah, absolutely.
she was over one. She was over 150, bro. She was over 150, and this is like 8-9 years ago, bro. So
Oh
I
my
could only
goodness.
imagine. I could only imagine how much mileage that pussy got on it now. But I'm just saying. But
Will Leader Chamberlain.
hey, man, look, shoot, I ain't even putting up Chamberlain numbers, man. Like,
You know what I hope though? If she got 150 bodies, I hope that thing fire. I hope that thing blood fire. That's all I'm saying. If you put up that many shots, if I work out a muscle, if I do 150, just this with no weight.
I'm gonna just say that she's a very special young lady, and she has a certain set of skills that you can't put a
That's all that matters.
you can't put a dollar amount on.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. It don't matter. It don't matter. It's cats. I'm pretty sure they're not mad at being 151, 61, 71, 81, 80. As long as it's good. That's all I'm asking. If you're
I
gonna
don't
be in
care
the
if I'm
gym,
number
show me
300.
some results.
I don't care. I don't care if I'm number 300. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to worry about me. I won't hoe shame you. Over here, the gH2 podcast, we don't hoe shame, so you ain't got to worry about me.
Never. They say 21 years in the game. Yeah, I'm about 20 in the game too. It's like shit. What do you do, man? What do you do?
Exactly. I'm just here to put up points. I'm just here to put up points, coach, and be successful teammate. That's all.
Hey, if I can get a bucket, what more do you want?
Hey,
speaking of a bucket, speaking of 20 years in, that's kind of leads into my rant. It's a lot of grown folks I'm listening to. Now the young folks, I give them a pass because they don't know shit. They don't know shit about shit. But when you grown, I feel like as an adult, there's just certain things that you should know. So with that being said, with life experiences, if you paid attention to enough, so men, if you dated enough women, you understand that certain women are the same way. Women, if you dated enough men, you know that certain men are the same way. So why are you acting like you ain't been outside before? Why are you acting like you ain't touched grass before? Why are you acting like you just don't know none of this shit? Have you not been paying attention to the people that you've been dealing with the whole entire time? Which may explain a whole lot about you, but come on, man. Like, are you here? You got to be present. Like, go touch grass, go outside. Understand that, there's people outside and they doing certain things, and you shouldn't be surprised by it because if a person shows you who they are up front, not much is really going to change about them. It takes 6 to 9 months for a person's, actual representative to stop showing up and for you to get the real them. Throughout the time, they're going to be glimpses, though, if you pay attention. If you pay enough attention, it don't take 6 to 9 months. You can get the real them through a couple of different actions, through just how they handle situations, how they handle other people. So don't be surprised, man. Don't be acting like you don't know nothing about nothing. Like, come on, you're grown. You're grown. You've been here long enough, especially if you're in your 30s. You've lived enough. It's time to take accountability. Stop dodging accountability under the guise of, I didn't know people was doing that, or people still doing that. People still doing that because you probably did it, but you're just being judgy because you ain't do it before, or you didn't do it in this instance. You've definitely done it before, or one of your friends has done it before. So come on, act like you know something. That's all I got.
Look, no comment. That's okay. I just think that a lot of people just really they overcomplicate things. Let's make it simple. Just make everything simple, man. All right. So one of the most anticipated songs that I was waiting on came out from one of my favorite artists. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that I'm an ex-disciple of none other than Future Vandross, none other than Pluto, none other than Sierra Baby Daddy, none other than Russell Wilson's co-parent. I'm an ex-disciple. And he dropped a song called Worst Day Ever. And this song is like the antithesis of my love life right now. And not from a standpoint of I'm involved with a whole bunch of women. Not saying that. But what I'm saying is I'm at a point in life where I understand that any woman you deal with, once you're in my big age, it's about the quality time and the stuff. But quality time first. Give them the quality time, and then they want the stuff. And the thing I found so intriguing about the song, if you really listen to it, right, is, and then you watch the video. You gotta watch the video too, because if you just listen to the song, you just gonna think it's some misogynistic bullshit. Nigga talk about how you got 5 and 6 bitches, and it's so hard to keep them all pleased. And the funny part is he's not talking about pleased sexually. He's talking about from a standpoint of, like, one thing I think people forget about Future is Future is a certified lover boy. Because any woman you see him attached to, he be kissing these females in the mouth. I be doing the same thing. And he be like, he probably be eating all of their coochie. Like, he just a certified, like, low key, he's a simp, but he cut his feelings off at certain points in time. Because I be doing the same thing too, man. I be with a chick, I be like, oh yeah, she gonna be it. And then
You don't get to 10 kids without being in love a couple times.
yeah, you don't get to 7 kids without being in love a couple times. I chatted that or the idea.
Absolutely.
If you didn't know, I got 7 kids. But you don't get there without being in love or having the idea of love, or having a few baby vaginas. Anyways, so one of the things about it when you listen to the song is you kind of catch on, like, it's him giving a very introspective, honest viewpoint about how when you are when you are successful or having a certain level of success, you are going to be wanted by a lot of women, and they're going to want to spend time with you because it's a level of validation that's being given when you spend that time with them, while courting them and kicking it with them and sexing on them. Because the sex that you're giving them in that time you're giving them is really not the sex. It's the time, it's the emotion, and it's the fact of they feel like they're actually together with you. But when you listen to the song, you start to catch on. It's a rut, and I love the video because in the video it's all these different girls, and he's taking them all on the same date. He's giving them all the same gifts. None of it has value. But then at the end of the video, the girl that he's like, yeah, she's it. He goes to surprise her with a car, a big teddy bear, a whole bunch of roses, and she walks out of her condo with a whole boyfriend. And he throws down the teddy bear, throws down the roses, jumps in the car, and drives off. And the thing about it is, when you are entertaining multiple women, speaking from past history, my past life, when you're entertaining multiple women, you never really consider their ability to move on. Like, I'm gonna tell you the most hurt I've ever been. Back in the day, I was hoeing hard. Like, I had a very, like, so okay, this is the thing. I believe that when you're at your worst or your lowest self, you hoe with no inhibitions. Like, you don't care the fact that you hoeing. Like, I'm talking about, like, I done been hoeing to where it was late Friday night, I'm out with a chick, I smash her, I wake up in the morning, I go to another chick house to hang out, and I smash her, ain't wash my dick in the sink, no nothing. That's my lowest form, right? And I'm kicking it with these women for a while. Like, I'm kicking it with these women for a while, and I'm and I got all this going on, and I'm thinking they just so love the D so much that it's because of how I'm putting it down. But really, it was the time that I was spending with them. Because one, I was breaking all types of rules. One, I'm smashing them and spending the night. Who does that? I had my hand wrapped around them until like, I low key do the Marcus from Boomerang. I smash you, and then by the end of the night, I done looked at your toes. I done looked at you with that post nut look, and I say, "Oh, low key, this bitch kind of ugly." Like, I was fucking off for real. Or I'm petty. I do look at your feet. I look at your hand. I be like, "This bitch got hands like a gremlin. What the fuck was I doing?" And my conscience comes in, And then I slide over to the corner of the bed on what we like to call the cord. If you grew up in the church, I'm on the edge of the bed, not touching you, and you rolling over trying to touch me. And I'm like, man, stop fucking touching me. Like, cause I'm done, right? But I done sat here and spent all this time with you. I done went and got the towel and wiped you down after I done, whatever, everywhere, and done talked to you and whispered all type of sweet nothings. But I ain't horny no more. So now I'm like, I'm done. Thank you. Leave me alone. But you done put all these feelings into the fact that, one, I spent the night after I done gunned you down. Two, you feel so connected to me because, all these different things. And I put myself in a position where, there's no real nothing attached to everything I just did with you. And then you just a member of my team that I spent a whole bunch of time with. But for you, you feel like I'm invested in you because I gun you down like 3-4 times a week. So you thinking, oh, he feels some type of way, but you're not taking into account I'm also gunning down 2 to 3 other chicks a week. And in some cases, like you getting the second dick that I ain't even washed my dick after, I done came and, came over there. This is my lower self now. This is not where I'm at now in life, but this is my lower self. And I'm trying to help somebody. But then you get to that point at being your lower self, and now these women are getting tired of you, and you wondering why they so hung up on you. You done gave them all an experience. You done gave them an intimate moment. You done gave them intimate timing. And now you wondering like, why they so caught up on me? Like, you just really got to think about it. You got to play that shit back. But then the problem is they will then turn around and go find somebody else. Because the dude who been wanting and trying to get them, she going to eventually talk to him because she going to feel like ain't nothing going on with you. You just running her down, fucking on her whenever you want to. You really don't care about her. All that shit. She's going to assume that. And then once she assumes that, yeah, she might still be letting you smash, but she's still talking to this dude. She's giving this new dude life. And then once you finally get to the point where you catch on, like, I'm a real piece of shit. Let me give this girl a serious chance. And she done found the love of her life. And now look at you, sans beach, beachless, crying. Because she done went and found a dude that wants to make her, or who says that that's the love of his life. And the thing I found so transparent about the song is I totally understand because I done lived it. Like there's a couple women right now, like if you say their name around me, like a nigga get quiet. Because I know I missed a really good chance. Like they were real ones. And I was out here being a hoe bag. But it's one of those things like, I don't know, the song came and it just kind of triggered me because everybody else would see I think when you see like the title and you see Ex Disciple of Future, you thinking like I'm talking about all of the fuck shit. But really, the one thing I like about Future is he's honest in all his lyrics. Like he's honest about his feelings and his emotions. Like even when he be talking about, I call the nigga Luther Vandross, Future Vandross, because he really do be singing to the females. Like y'all really don't understand. Like this nigga is really singing. Like he's a simp. He's a simp, but at the same time, he's also a dude who understands at some point I gotta cut it off and I can't let females play no games with me because they will play games with me if I show that I'm a simp all the time. And I think that's why he's always having bad relationships. Just like even with myself, like I noticed that once I'm quote unquote in deep like, I'm a totally different way with a female. And like how I know if I could be serious about a female is if she make me want to be soft. Like, and if I don't got that feeling for her, I just be like, all right, I'm gonna just fuck on you for a little bit and then we just gonna let this ride because I don't feel you like that. What you think, Ken? I see you over there. You look like you was ready to deliver.
Oh no, was you talking about him being 100% simp? If you don't believe that, just listen to the Hendrix album. The man sang the whole entire album. Like it's literally a singing album. Probably one of the best too. Take some time out of your day and listen to it if you haven't lately. But our first thing I want to do, I want to commend Future. That motherfucker has to have a high amount of energy. Because talking to a myriad of women is exasperating. If you've ever met a woman with a lot of women friends, she will tell you that women are exhausting. If you ever met a man with a lot of women friends, or a man that just dealt with a lot of women at once, it's exasperating. So I don't know how the hell he had the energy to answer like, 5 good morning beautiful texts that he probably gets sent to him. Like, because after a point you get to a point where you start to accumulate. This is again, this is about the past, so I've had the opportunity to live this. Finding out how 5, 6 people day went is because everybody got something going on. This bitch at the job said this, that, and the third. This nigga tried to holler at me doing this, that, and the third. So that nigga has to have a lot of energy. He must take macaroon. And no, he must be a doggone raw vegan because it's cool when you're younger, but after you reach a certain age, it ain't no Friday night fucking and then going to the next chick on Sunday morning. Like you want to lay down. You want to lay down. You ain't trying to deal with that because I mean the thing is when you're in your 20s, it's easy to make both of them come. But whew, once you get in them 30s, it's like, hey, you got to pick one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I worked all week. It's not like I ain't had, when I was in my 20s, I ain't had much of a job. Now I got real life responsibilities. I be thinking about stuff. Dudes start to think. That's why they don't like us when we start to get in our 30s, because we start that third eye start to open, and we start to realize, oh damn, we got emotions. Hey, I got a right to feel some stuff. So I'm about to feel some stuff, and I do not have to be your sex slave. So you're gonna get what I give you. In the words of Bernie Mac, 3 minutes is all I'm giving you. It's all I got. I don't know how
what you get. Don't pitch a fit. You get what you get. Don't pitch a fit. Hey,
come on,
get what you get. Don't pitch a fit. You get what you get. Don't pitch a fit.
I use that to drive it to the point where I don't know how this nigga Future has fucking energy to deal with all this shit. And it's so crazy to listen to this nigga, to listen to him complain about having to do all of this shit. I'm like, I feel you, bro. But when you gonna get tired of it? But at the same exact time, I feel bad for him because it's like when you dating and you want a certain thing and you attract a certain thing, and you're not, hey, you've not made it clear to anybody that we're in any kind of relationship. We just friends. And we might just do relationship shit. There might just be a time where I bring you a bouquet of roses, we go to dinner, but hey, I never formally said, hey, do you like me? Check yes, no, or maybe. So we're dating, and I'm dating multiple people, trying to figure out, who's the right fit. When you're doing that, you're doing yourself. You figuring out what you want by the process of elimination, but you also set yourself up for failure because, like you said, just because you're dating doesn't mean that person isn't dating either. And since you're not giving that person all of your time and attention, excuse my executive producer in the background,
yes.
Since you're not giving that person 100% of your attention, they have the opportunity to go out with other people that the person that they talking to might have had a crush on them since high school.
Yeah.
So they could have put down. And so now you're giving her your little, 20% because you got it split between, or 15% because you got it split between 6 different chicks and or whatever the math is. And, this buddy giving her 100 because he been trying to holler at her from 9th grade, but he just ain't really had a courage. Now he done grew up, he got a beard, he's somebody now, So now you over there trying to, you trying to give her your little 20% and get by. Buddy done swooped in. Now you ready to commit. She gone. Now your feelings hurt. So it's like, like which way do you go? So my suggestion, to the futures of the world, because I've been there, I understand what it is. Just take some time to just sit and settle into whatever, just sit and settle and get to yourself. Give all them gifts to you, pour into yourself, and then just figure out, okay, who I want to be with and just project that. That's the best thing you can do is project that because the dating multiple approach is fun. It's cool, but it's exasperating and you set yourself up for failure. Because now, okay, now you done narrowed down the list and you want to holler at her, boom, some stuff pop off, and now you can't, make her officially your girlfriend. Now you're mad. And now the cycle started over again because now you don't want to date. Because the girl you want to date, you can't date. So now it's fuck all these bitches. Or future.
I feel like you just did a whole synopsis of like all of the terrible shit when I was like hoeing. Because like I tell people all the time, like there's 2 years of my life I really don't remember. It was really just drug, sex, and rock and roll for real, for real.
part of the foundation. You got to do that in order to do the other part. You have to do some bullshit in order to understand that, hey, that I'm not going to do that anymore, and I can appreciate the good shit more.
Exactly. And it was so hard to appreciate everything. Like, it was so hard to appreciate, it was so hard to really appreciate just success when I finally turned the shit around. Like, and what a successful relationship looks like, and different things like that. Because it really got to the point where I finally started understanding that it changed so much. Like, like I was a dirtbag, like one of my kids' moms, like, I was cheating all the time and stuff like that. And then when I finally stopped cheating, she never believed I stopped cheating. She was just like, oh, you just cheating better. And I'm like, nah, I stopped cheating. I ain't cheating no more. I'm stopped. I ain't cheating the whole year. It was too late. It was over with. She was done with my ass.
Damn.
But it was cool.
But I want to go some more into this Valentine's being on the Monday, because I feel like Future knew Valentine's was going to be on the Monday, and he knew motherfuckers was going to be miserable. And on top of that, like, okay, so let's I'm not going to go too deep off the cliff, but this is the thing I want to ask people, right? So, all right, so we know a normal Monday, right? We know how we all feel about Mondays. Let's be honest. I don't care. You have some, motivational speakers that, kind of incite you or want to excite you about the Monday, but the average human is not excited about a Monday. There's nothing about a Monday that excites them. On top of that, on this Monday that you're not excited about, you are not supposed to express love to the person you love the most and fit that in after an 8-hour, 9-hour, 10-hour, 11-hour, 12-hour work shift. Make it make sense. That shit was set up for failure. If you were smart, you would have did it. You would have did the weekend. Hey, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, let's have Valentine's weekend. But no, you got these people that, it's about the day. It's about the day. Now you're mad. Now you pissed off because all you got was 2 hours out of Buddy after work. And then if he did it right, he probably called in that day and did whatever he needed to do with whoever early on. Or maybe not. I saw a lot of chicks cheating on Valentine's Day too. So shout out to y'all. Y'all done embraced y'all ain't shit. And I appreciate
man. Shout out to the cheaters. I definitely want to say that. Social media, shout out to the cheating ass females. Shout out to the trifling ass bitches. If you was cheating, you was a trifling ass bitch. Like, I'm not calling you a bitch per se, but I'm just saying you's a bitch because I don't know your name. But you trifling as fuck. To the dudes, you's a trifling ass, puss ass, hoe ass nigga if you was out here cheating on Valentine's Day. Like, if you was out here cheating because you took day out on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then on Monday you went out with your side bitch, you's a hoe ass, puss ass, motherless ass nigga. Because I would never cheated on Valentine's Day because Valentine's Day didn't ever mean shit to me. But like, you really
cheater Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you cheating on Valentine's Day. Like, you ain't shit. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, be like the regular niggas. Like, cheat on like Christmas Eve and Christmas, Christmas day after Christmas. At least you can get an after Christmas sale for your side bitch. But like, it don't make no sense. Like, or New Year's sale. Or take it to a JT sale. Which one?
I don't know if I don't know if Buddy had her location on her phone or what.
Yeah. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. He pulled up and she was on the date, and the nigga had on the ones. He had on the black and red ones with the bread ones, and then
left the kids alone.
Yeah, he left the kids at the crib and said, "You got your location on." That's how you found her. And she was like, "Oh, you don't care about your relationship, leaving the kids to come look at me cheating." I was just like, "Bitch, you ain't about to Jedi mind trick me. You sorry ass, trifling ass, trout mouth ass, like, goddamn, boy."
And see, fella, this is what I'm saying. If you catch her cheating on Valentine's Day, like, what conversation did y'all supposed to have?
Pack that shit up.
Charge that to the game. Come on now.
Go home, pack that shit up.
It's so many women out here that was, if you was on social media, chicks was horny, chicks was fake lonely. They did not want to spend that 14th by themselves. I seen some Hail Marys go off on the 13th. I seen some outlandish stuff.
You know what? I just want to say this. Stop being fucking thirsty for fucking Valentine's Day. You too fucking old for that shit. If you're a female over 30 and you inviting niggas out for a Super Bowl party to coerce this nigga into being your Valentine's, you ain't shit. And your daddy should have loved you better. You know what? If he loved your mama effectively, your ass wouldn't be out here fishing for fucking dates. You wouldn't be fishing for fucking compliments, because I just want to let you know, as a nigga who tried to get somebody tried to fucking swindle me for a Valentine's Day, you ain't shit. And if you listening to this, you ain't shit. Your mama ain't shit. Your daddy should have pulled out. Because this is my thing. Valentine's Day don't mean shit. For real, for real. Now, I bought some flowers for somebody. I bought some cookies for somebody. And my thing is like this. It's the thought like, hey, I'm just doing some nice shit. That's how I feel about it. I'm just doing some nice shit. I don't feel like it means that there's some pussy that's laid up in heaven somewhere for me because I bought you some shit. And I think that some people were so thirsty, they was trying to flip that shit into something. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, like, y'all gotta stop being so focused on this social media ass love that y'all looking for from somebody because nigga don't want you like that. Ladies, I'm gonna tell you something. Any nigga that you get because you put pressure on him, that nigga gonna treat you like a side bitch. He gonna treat you like shit. Whenever he don't feel like talking to you, he just ain't gonna talk to your ass. If he can go a day without talking to you, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, pack that shit up. You want some advice from Dr. Gas Can, man? If the nigga goes a day without talking to you, pack that shit up. And if somebody's listening to this and be like, well, George, I talk to you on a regular basis. I like you. I don't talk to you every day. Pack that shit up. Go find you a new nigga. Because I'm really not it. Because this is what I learned. I apply pressure to who the fuck I want to apply pressure to. You're not about to put pressure on me to put pressure on you. Because it's a no for me. It's a no for me, dog. It's a no.
Like that's the worst thing ever. A man is a natural hunter. So as a hunter, you don't have to coerce a hunter into hunting. A hunter is going to want to hunt. And sometimes you just might not be the prey. And that's okay. That doesn't make you a bad person. That doesn't make you a terrible person. It's just, you might just need to go other places and maybe you'll get hunted. But in this, you just, like you say, you can't finesse nobody. You can't try to fuck somebody on the 12th and then try to make it to be Valentine's weekend. Now y'all no, boo. You can't finesse. You already know when the dude wants you, he gonna go get you. No matter where you at, no matter who you with. You saw what Dwayne Wayne did. You saw what Future did, motherfucker. Future show. We gotta have a call back to Future showing up the Drake party where he knew Sierra and Russell Wilson was there. This nigga's terrible.
Yeah.
This nigga is terrible. And then Sierra and Russell Wilson love. I ain't gonna tell them what to do. They're in a very happy relationship. And shout out to them in a very happy relationship.
I wouldn't have left. I would have rubbed that shit all in this nigga face. I'd have been tonguing my chick down.
Okay. I might have started.
I know I might eat a pussy in front of everybody. Like that's what I'm just saying. Like I want to rub it in your face, nigga. Like this mine, nigga. Mine. I got papers on her.
Forever. We got
no bigger cap.
We got a ring.
Ain't no bigger cap than telling nigga I got papers on your ex bitch that you still in love with. I got papers on her. That's mine. That's ego. That's ego, ladies. Just let me let y'all know right quick. That was ego. I will not make my ego my amigo. But I just want to let you know, I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I'm a different type of petty. Man, look, I gotta say, okay, I'm gonna tell this, right? So check this out, Ken. This is I have ain't shit moments, right? I tell y'all I'm healed, but I have ain't shit moments, right? So one of my exes, it was brought to my attention that they are having a joyous moment in their life. I took time to make sure that I congratulated them on their happy moment. Because, not to be petty, but I just wanted to let them know, genuinely, I'm happy. Ain't no bad blood over here.
I'm happy that you're happy. And I'm happy that you're having a happy moment.
I'm happy that you're happy. I'm happy that you're having a happy moment. I'm happy that in this new moment in your life, that you are blessed and able to have a joyous moment. A joyous moment like none other, that's going to allow you to reach new heights and ascend and reach to make it someplace that you weren't able to make it to. And I just hope that you can clear the 0% divorce rate and at least get to 50%. I feel like that. I'm just let y'all know. I'm a petty ass.
It's okay to have the moments though. Like life is all about balance.
But at the same time, I really am legitimately happy. But my jokes that I got a little bit deeper, and I'm not gonna say them on this podcast. But if I had a Patreon, I definitely would let a few of these motherfuckers fly, because if y'all know and y'all know and y'all know and y'all connect the dots, you'll be like, this nigga George is a different type of psycho. But I ain't gonna do that. But I'm gonna tell y'all, like, when I'm genuinely happy for people, I'm happy. But you gotta understand, I got jokes to go with that happiness. That you don't want me to be happy for you. I got jokes, and I'm gonna punch and hurt all of your insides with it, and make your ass be like, this nigga that came and got dang, done meat cleaving my motherfucking insides with these goddamn jokes about me and my personal life. All right, let me get off that. So let me go ahead and move on, because you know, I think that's the whiskey talking. But
I'm here with you. I'm walking with you.
All right,
so check this out. At this part, are you hearing a lot of Sesame Street in the background?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Why you saying that? I could have turned it down.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. You know, we're a family show.
We are a family, but I don't want to ruin it. Yeah. Pause real quick. You keep going. Jump into the third one. I'm right there.
All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is working on yourself is a form of self-love. And this is what I mean by working on yourself, right? So, you know, I think that when we're working through different tough times in our life, it's really like imperative that you take the time to say, okay, this is what I told somebody. I was talking to somebody on the phone this morning, and I said, when you end every relationship and you look at the relationship and you feel like there's nothing negative that you did in that relationship for that relationship to end, you still got to keep working on yourself. But when you can get to the end of a relationship and look at yourself and what you did, and you could say like, okay, I need to change, you know, coming out of this relationship, I got to learn to do this better, do this better, do this better, do this better. Like, you should come out with it, of each relationship with some type of improvement plan for your life. And if you don't come out of each relationship with some form of improvement plan for your life, I think that you really got to start to question yourself when you're entering into these relationships. I think that one of the best relationships I had was my most recent one, well, as far as my most recent marriage that ended in divorce. Because when I came out of that thing with a list of things that I need to work on for myself, and about the feelings that I had about, you know, the disappointment and different things like that. And I think that, you know, it pushed me to go to therapy. And, you know, it was so funny because like my homegirls was talking to me and they was just like, man, I hope that person never comes back around and tries to come fishing, because we don't want you to get back with that person. And I say, well, that'll never happen, because the person I was in 2019 when me and that person broke up, I'm not that person no more. The person that I am now, I'm so developed and I'm so far ahead now, I can't even be with a person who only knows me for that mindset I was in, because I done grown so much and I'm so self-aware of who I am, to the point I'm gonna tell you I'm a petty ass nigga about certain things. I'm gonna tell you, like, you know, these are some things that I'm not going to bend on, I'm gonna fold on. I'm a little bit more stronger in who I am as a man. So because of that, I done worked on and perfected me a little bit. And I done loved on me. I done spent enough time loving on me to where, man, look, your pussy ain't got no value like that. Cause I love on me so much. I don't even want you touching me. I don't want you around me if I feel like if you're gonna add some type of dark ass cloud, because sometimes people got dark ass clouds around them, and I don't want that shit around me. My life is good. My life is popping. My kids are good. My kids' moms are good. I'm always gonna say that. The ones that's in relationships and healthy ass relationships, I'm gonna support that. And they doing good. They doing good financially. They doing good mentally, spiritually. So I'm always happy for them. And because they've been able to do the certain things that they need to do, I've been able to do what I need to do so I can make sure that they're successful and I'm successful. So I can focus on the things I need to. So you got to make sure that you really focus on self-love. One of the cool things and a question I think you got to ask yourself is, why am I lonely? Because the thing that pushes us in relationships sometimes is really just we lonely. It ain't even about us wanting to be in a relationship. It's about the fact that we just really lonely. And from a standpoint of like, when I say you lonely, I mean, you at the house trying to think about how you can get a bitch over the house, or how you can get a nigga just come over the house. You literally fucking somebody to hope they spend the night so you don't be sleeping by yourself. So you got to ask yourself, why am I lonely? Why am I in need of having somebody over here to validate me in this moment? You also,
I couldn't have said it any better myself.
Yeah.
And just to kind of add, a little bit to that. I mean, think about that. Like you say, I mean, how are you lonely when you there, you yourself? Why are you not, enjoying yourself? Why are you not enjoying your thoughts? Why are you trying to run away from your thoughts? One thing that you said is, your last relationship pushed you to, go to therapy. That's kind of, something similar, to one of my last relationships. Well, not necessarily relationships. It was me taking accountability as well, understanding that, hey, there are some things within me that need to get fixed. And people got to understand, you got to accept accountability. You got to accept that, I mean, there's some things that you could have did better in your past relationship. Yeah, that person might have did X, Y, Z, but, what did you do to cause that? Or what didn't you do to cause that? Did you get caught up too much, into yourself? Were there some red flags that you ignored, for yourself? Did you lose yourself? Did you stop being who you were? Take some accountability in yourself. And then, get past, you shouldn't be lonely when you're by yourself. Like you at least have you should know how to entertain you at all times. And nobody should know how to entertain you or do anything better to you than you. So if you have a problem being with yourself and being by yourself, then that's something that you need to address head on and figure out exactly, hey, what's going on that I'm just willing to take anybody that's going to come to me. I'm just willing to allow anybody in my space. And I might not even enjoy this person. I might be annoyed with this person. I can tell you, I can give you a point from, one of my lowest points where I was just lonely and I would have this person around me and they would ask me, they they asked me on a scale of 1 to 10 how annoyed it was I with them. And I said like 27. But I didn't want them to leave me. But I still wanted them around. But I still wanted them to, to fuck on. So it's like, you get what I'm saying? Figure out exactly what is it within yourself that you don't want to be around you. Why don't you want to be around you? Because obviously you're good enough that this person wants to be around you in some way, shape, or form, because they wouldn't be just with anybody. So why can't you love on you? What is it about you that you don't want to be around you so bad? And that'll pretty much answer why you're so lonely. And if you could, because if you're somebody that's worth something, then you're gonna be having to fight people off. You're gonna be having to fight people off your line because they're gonna always want your energy and they're gonna always want to be around you.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Another thing is nobody wants what nobody wants. Like, so if you was a thirsty ass motherfucker and you feel like nobody want to be with you, you're probably right. Because when this is how you've effectively learned to love yourself is when people look at you and they say, damn, there's something about them that I want to be a part of. There's something about them I want to join. When people do that, that's when you know you're doing the right shit. And you're doing the right work on you and you're getting to the right place. But until then, you ain't winning.
it goes right back to our main point. You know, you gotta want you first. You gotta have that radiance. And you gotta do so many things to yourself to where it just kind of exudes off of you. And in that point, everything is gonna go to you. But remember this though, nobody wants what nobody wants. So if you with somebody and you think they fine and you think they're intelligent or you think they're funny and all of that, you have to understand that you're not the only person in the world that's ever noticed that they're funny, intelligent, witty, smart, good looking. You're not Christopher Columbus. Don't turn Christopher Columbus and claim that you saw something that they never saw before. They saw that, other people gonna see that. So you
Yep.
have to understand, fellas, if people supposed to holler at your little old lady, people, ladies, people supposed to try to talk to you, man, because again, they the same thing that you saw in them, they see within them. But you have to have that trust and you have to have that love within your partner to understand that that's supposed to happen. But I ain't worried about that. They're not gonna. I love myself enough, and I've created such a safe space for this person that they're not gonna find that nowhere else because they see how much I love myself and pour into myself, and how much I love them. They're not gonna find that with nobody else in a
Facts.
non-toxic way.
Facts. And I think that's a hard thing for that recognition to get to happen. And then this is the last thing I want to tell you. I'm gonna tell you the secret, right? Prepping yourself to be in a relationship is a form of insurance. Here's what George means. So when you're working through shit, right? And you getting to know yourself and you working on yourself, right? And then you decide, okay, I done worked on me. I'm in this really good place. You then and then only then are you ready to be in a relationship. You prepped yourself because what you don't want to do is you never did any work on yourself. Then you go get in a relationship and make somebody else's life shit because you're a terrible person that ain't worked through your own shit. And then also, what I'm gonna tell you is if you dealing with somebody who's actually actively working on themselves and you trying to press them for a relationship and they tell you they working on themselves, you are a fucking dumbass. And you want to be hurt. And you deserve every piece and morsel of hurt that comes your fucking way. There is no red flags. They gave you the red flags. If somebody tells you I'm working on myself, if people have certain barriers that you can't get them to move past, guess what, motherfucker? They working on that shit, and your ass need to bounce and leave them the fuck alone while they work on it. Stop being so fucking thirsty trying to push them into a relationship because you worried about how you feel and what you think, because that's what's going to create all of these issues. What happens is you'll get into this relationship with all these issues, and you're like, why the fuck isn't this going on, or why the fuck isn't that going on? You know why it's not going on? Because that's not supposed to be a message. That's not supposed to be a actual relationship. That's just supposed to be, hey, I like that person. They're not available for me. Let me move on. But some of us got so many past hurts and buildup that we will turn around and let ourselves be abused by people who don't want to be with us. And that's the fucked up part because some of us believe we deserve that. And I think that's what creates a lot of issues.
Man, my favorite thing is when a person's fresh out of a relationship and they start to hit that gym and they start to love on themselves. Now, okay, so that sounds very bad. So I don't like to see when y'all break up, but I love love and I love to see love and happiness. But that post breakup, hit the gym and start loving on yourself, like that is definitely that is a perfect way to prepare yourself for anything that's coming because you're pretty much resetting your body. But also when you're doing that, make some time to work your mind out as well. Go get some therapy, go sit down and sit with somebody. Because yeah, you're working on the kind of stuff, but all you're doing is getting fine. You get caught right back in the same exact position. So you figure out exactly, that together, and then on top of that, right, just to kind of, piggyback on what you said, stop trying to force people into these relationships. If he don't give you a thing saying, "Do you like me?" Yes, no, or maybe, do your thing. If she don't give you no signs that that you want to be with her, hey, do your thing. Don't commit when you're not supposed to commit. Because what's going to happen is is that you're gonna end up in a relationship with somebody that you don't like, and now it's all gonna go boom. Now you about to look stupid and look like an idiot doing all the foolishness to be with this person, or to be, hurting your own self. And then you mess around and start cheating. Now you done made the shit even worse for yourself. Why you did that? Why you let yourself get forced in a relationship? But fellas, I will tell you this: if you like her, definitely go on and get you. When it was in grade school, do you like me? Check yes, no, or maybe. Actually, be your girlfriend, because I promise you, there's somebody else out there trying to get at her.
Yeah.
And they go ask her before you ask her. She gonna get tired of waiting on you.
Yeah. You know what I think the hard part is for a lot of people is when they're trying to figure out if they really like somebody. I think the problem is motherfuckers really know that they don't fuck with that person like that, but they entertain them because they're easy to talk to and they're fun and they're cool. I think that when you find somebody that like really intrigues you, you gotta let the motherfucker know first quarter. Like, hey, I really like you for real. And I'm like just a crazy ass way. I just mean like you let them know, like, hey, I like you. Like, I think something about you. And you ain't got to get it all deep, but you can just say that. And then once from there, you build on it and see, does it make sense for you? Yes or no, yes, no, maybe. You just kind of work it from there. And I think that that's a struggle for a lot of people because a lot of people don't want to really have to deal with potentially being hurt. They're, oh, I don't want to be rejected and all this other shit. Like, no, like I'm gonna tell you like this, shoot or shoot. Like I'm gonna tell dudes like this, right? I've had chicks tell me I got a big ass head. I'm cool with that. I done had chicks tell me they don't like my personality. I'm cool with that. But guess what? Shoot or shoot, my nigga. Like big head. You don't like my personality, whatever. I'm still gonna shoot. And I'm adorable, bitch. You gonna love me.
Man, if you ever think you ain't got no shot, man, just take some time out of your day. Look up Candace Parker, old ex, man. Look up some of these old butt ugly, fugly dudes that they got some bad women, man. Chicks ain't got no type, man. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Love yourself. All you gotta do is have some confidence, have something going for yourself all day. Pete Davidson gonna get Kim Kardashian all day. I'm gonna stop saying that. It's probably about the third pod in the row, but that is the funniest thing in the world.
You know the funny part. You know what the funny part about it is though? Beautiful women will get with unextraordinary men, but great looking men will never be with unextraordinary women.
Because we have a type.
Exactly. And now, if you just happen to be my type, you might be able to get past that.
But that type is gonna all look alike.
Yeah. If you look at all
like a shuffled deck of cards.
Exactly. Like it depends on what year you caught me in. Because I ain't gonna lie, like there's a couple females I dated, y'all look the same.
I concur.
There's a couple that I'd be like, you remember what's her name? I'd be like, the one that came after so and so. Because whoever the prototype is, everybody, I'm gonna say everybody look like that prototype.
Oh no,
right?
Prototype.
You are the prototype. I think I'm
not
in love again. Hey, but now so the prototype.
I wanted to ask, like, how would you feel as a person, right? Not you as in you, but just with or without in general. How would you feel if a motherfucker tried to celebrate Valentine's Day with you on the 15th when they'd have had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday?
You know what though?
All on that list.
I would appreciate my role as a side nigga in her life. And I'm going to appreciate the fact because if she's celebrating it with me, that means she's breaking bread. Because I ain't spending no money on her ass because I ain't stupid. Oh, I know I'm your side nigga. I know I'm your side nigga. I'm your like side nigga because I'm probably the third
side that's not even on the plate. It's in a little bowl on the actual side.
Exactly. You bought me a la carte. You got the little side of spinach. Like you got the little ramekin of spinach. Like I ain't even on the fucking plate with the steak and the other shit. And like, you know what though? For every female that got something today, if a dude gave you a gift today, I just want to let you know, because he was busy. I'm gonna just let you know. The fact that you took that gift and gave him any serious thought, you ain't shit. And your mama should have taught you better.
You're too old. Go touch grass.
you got low ass self-esteem.
You got that shit 75% off. Ain't
hey,
nobody like
hey, nigga paid 25% from your candy at Walgreens and CVS. Oh, god dang. Like, you really gotta do better. And
y'all really
if
got
you
the
feel
same bag
like,
of candy.
and if you
He
sit
bought
there
one for
listening,
himself too.
if you sit there listening to this podcast and you like, man, why he talking about me? I'm talking about you for a reason, ho. Do better. Because you sitting there really taking the most struggle ass gift. 25% off at Walgreens. If he bought you a chocolate heart on 2/15/2022, and you took that shit with a smile on your face and that Valentine's Day card, you ain't shit. He bought that shit today. He ain't think nothing of you. It literally took $9 to get you the big ass heart and to get you the Valentine's Day card that was 75% off. You ain't shit.
I'm just mad at the fact that he got both y'all the same bag of candy. Like, he could at least get you both bags of candy. he took one home to the, hey babe, I know you like Snickers. And nigga, that took the main bitch and the side bitch, the same bag of candy. Y'all ladies ain't off the hook though. I saw y'all. Y'all was doing some major cheating. Y'all
Man,
was
look,
doing
I just
some
want to let you
major
know.
cheating, and y'all try to play it off. Chick got caught cheating. Hold on, I done messed up my doggone screen. Messed behind that. Chick got cheating, and all she kept telling Buddy was, "Hey, we're gonna talk later. We're gonna talk later." What the fuck? I just wish dudes could get off some of the shit that women say during cheating. Because it's some classic material. Like, they could never get away with "we gonna talk later," because y'all go, as soon as the nigga say "we gonna talk later," y'all gonna be up outside our head, wanting to fight and all that.
You know what?
But we supposed to sit there and hear "we gonna talk later" and not say nothing.
You know what I'm gonna tell every woman: if you gonna cheat on your dude, please don't get caught. Because, see, if a dude catch you cheating, it's a different type of expectation you're gonna get from him. Right? But when a dude catch a female cheating, ain't nothing he can really do. Like, I can put my hands on you, but that's dumb because I'm going to jail. Or I can, I can have a conversation. I can threaten you. That's not good. I wouldn't advise you to do that either. But what I'm gonna tell you is to do this: if you catch her cheating, sit on it. Sit on it. Don't expose it. Live life. Plan accordingly. Take all of your time to be harmonious in whatever it is that you have to put forth in the earth because of what you have witnessed. And then once you find it, then you put your plan out there. And I want you to be well thought out in what you do. It should be an equal amount of pettiness, spitefulness, and maliciousness. Because I'm going to tell you like this. Like I told y'all, I used to be a dirtbag. And I took everything that came from me from when I was being a dirtbag. Every time a female would hack my social media to talk about how I was a cheater and all this other stuff, that's cool, babe. Do that all day. All you're doing is making the clout go up. Because I obviously done fucked you crazy to where you done put this shit on social media. This is the old me talking. That's not the gas can man. It's not gH2. gH2 is in a really good place in life. I'm right now, to quote The Harder They Fall, I'm sweet right now. So you ain't got to worry about me. But I'm going to just tell you it's like this. If somebody cheat on you, I think that you should take your time in your response. You should measure that thing 4 to 5 times before you respond. Because one, you don't want to be impulsive. And there's so many things you can do without legally obligating yourself to potentially go to jail. So I want you to take the time. They said vengeance is the Lord. So you don't want to exact vengeance. You just want to remind them that you might be a little touched by God. And that's all I'm going to ask you to do, fellas, because you can't put your hands on her. because if you do, your ass going to jail. You can't go on social media tirades because everybody's gonna think you're a bitch. You can't discredit her to her people. Not openly. You have to be subtle in what you do. There was one young lady who I caught cheating because she didn't delete the iMessages off of her Apple Watch. So what I did is I took all that information and I sat on it. I sat on it for like 3 weeks. 3 weeks to exact out my plan. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this. It wasn't my best moment, but there was a level of satisfaction and fulfillment when I exacted my moment. And it wasn't nothing crazy. I just, it was like Orange Juice Jones. I saw you and him walking in the rain. Y'all were holding hands, and I'll never be the same. You're cold busted. It's just like, I'm gonna just tell you, sometimes, hey man, look, take your time, work through it. And it's okay.
I want to highlight exactly what you said too, fellas. Number one, if 10 times out of 9, as we've heard a wonderful, the Miss Mona Lisa said, she quoted Beyonce, and it's one of my favorite songs. I'm glad she did that. 10 times out of 9, if you catch her cheating, she probably wanted to get caught cheating. So the best thing you can do is take your time to plan what's going to happen. The worst thing you can do is go out and revenge cheat, because now she's going to outmad you because you're going to get caught. You're going to get caught because you're going to be mad. You're going to be in your feelings. Listen to Gas Can on this one. This is definitely this is one of the times, if you never listened to Gas Can before, listen. Take some time, figure out what you're going to do, because again, she knows that she is trying to get caught on purpose. Mm-hmm. So now she knows that you've seen. So that waiting time is, oof, that's purgatory. Up. And purgatory ain't a good place to be.
Hey man, look. Hey, look, that waiting time, fellas, that waiting time will make a bitch move out. She'll just move out. Cause it'll be like when Stewie and Brian, when Brian was like, he told Stewie, I'm gonna get you back. And he kept flinching at him and stuff, like he was gonna hit him in the face and all this other stuff. And I'm gonna just tell you, Dr. Gas Can Man ain't gonna tell you this. I ain't gonna lead you wrong. He will. But Dr. Gas Can Man ain't gonna lead you wrong. Sometimes it's the threat. And I ain't talking about like physical threat. I'm just mean like, you don't know if I done screenshotted all these text messages. You don't know if, you don't know if I done got his name, got his address, done packed up some of all your underwear and sent them to his house. You don't know what I might be on, you know what I mean? Or, better yet, I might fly that to the house, so he could be at the crib so we could talk. But I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't advise nobody to do that, but I'm crazy.
Whatever you do, make sure you take your time while you're doing it.
Yeah, because I'm crazy. You don't want me to be in deep like with your ass and then you cheat on me at this age, at this big age I'm in life. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, boo. Because I'm going to tell you, I forgive you. I'm going to tell you I forgive you, and I'm going to forgive you. And I ain't going to forget.
Y'all are terrible for out Madden dudes when y'all catch them cheating on y'all, knowing y'all cheating though. That's just terrible. That is just terrible. You've been cheating.
You know what was worse though is when you catch them cheating and you ain't never cheated on them, and you be like, damn, out of all the females I stopped cheating on, the one I decided to stop cheating on, now she cheating on me. And cheating back
going all along.
Cheating back don't really have the same effect when you ain't never been cheating anyway. I don't see why women do that. Like women, y'all have to tap in and tell me, like, why y'all will cheat? Like you catch on your dude cheating, so then you cheat. Because I'm gonna tell you a secret. That nigga don't care that you cheating. He didn't care. Never cared. Like, look,
I
I had
gotta
a
be the
chick,
voice of reason though. Continue. I got you.
I had a chick
I
cheat
got
on
you.
me after I cheated on her. I did not care. I didn't care about that. But what you gonna say, Ken?
All I got is I feel like, I mean, if you're gonna ask me, just because women can think 8 to 10 thoughts simultaneously, we can only think one thought. I'm a firm believer that 5 to 7 of those thoughts are all evil thoughts at all times. I feel like she probably was cheating the whole entire time, and she just made it public this time. Like, how you gonna cheat back so quick? Why your feelings not hurt? Why you not mad? Why you not playing Mary J. Blige and all that stuff, smoking a cigarette, smoking a Black and Mild in the kitchen, in the living
Because
room
the
when I
next
come in
dick
the
was
house?
already lined up.
Lined up. It's been lined up.
No, but you know, when a female hit a nigga and be like, "Hey, I'm trying to smack," niggas don't ask no questions.
Oh, not at all. Shoot first.
If I'm single, I ain't asking no questions. And I really wanted it. I gotta say that part because I don't want you to think I'm out here just, hey, gas can, I want to give you some coochie. Yay! No, I'm not doing that. But if I really wanted it, and you decide to drop your morals, your moral compass, and slide me a bit of coochie, just give me a little bit of coochie. Please put a little bit in my cup. Give me a little bit of coochie. I'm gonna jump down that rabbit hole. That's just me.
And she calculated. Most times she gonna make sure to offer it to the one that's gonna say yeah. That's
Man,
been in the DM saying, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, beautiful."
Women are so cold blooded, bro. Like I really feel like I be feeling like they be knowing who gonna say yeah too.
Come on now. You
They
gotta
be
love
knowing.
it. You gotta love it.
They
They
be
calculated.
they be knowing.
I
Y'all
just
women
pray
be
sometimes they use
knowing.
their powers for good.
I don't think they be doing that sometimes though. I think like ladies, like this is what I learned from having a woman cheat on me, man. When y'all cheat, y'all be cheating to like really like just fucking destroy your whole like I done had a woman. I'm a man, look shit, man. I'm gonna tell on myself, fuck it. All right. Man, fuck it. This day after Valentine's Day, man. Shit. These people are allegedly in healthy relationships now and shit. So fuck it. I was messing with a female who, all right, shit, I ain't shit. First off, I ain't shit. Let me throw the caveat out there because I don't want y'all thinking I'm on no super high moral ground. But at one point in time in life, I had a close affiliate of mine. Some might call him a frat brother. He was dating a chick. He was dating a chick, right? And then he broke up with the chick to get with another chick that he had already been cheating on his chick with. So she proceeded to give me the loins. And it was only right that I filleted them several times. And he found himself upset that I was filleting said loins. Now, if you're going to give it to a real one, I got to take it. I got to do something, And
What I'm supposed to do.
I know what I'm supposed to do, man. I'm supposed to give it back. This ain't charity. I only give on Sundays. And it was a Saturday. It was a good ass.
What I look like
Saturday.
giving back a blessing.
Man, look, I look ungrateful. And I'm not ungrateful. This guy right here is not ungrateful. So she offered up the loins, and it was my duty to fertilize the eggs. But anyways, she gave it to me because it would cause him undue duress. And she had this man sitting outside her house in a Volkswagen. Watching me come down the stairs after doing the daddy done beat it up dance down the stairs, walking past his car to my car, me seeing him run up the stairs to go bam on her door. And women, y'all cold-blooded. And yes, I am a savage. So if you offer up this good blessing to me that God done gave me, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. Shoot or shoot. Remember that.
What you're supposed to do. And then not even that. I mean, you got to realize that we talked about these 8 to 10 thoughts earlier. She knew exactly what she was doing all along. fellas, you can't let that get to you. Just shake it off. Sometimes you got to keep it clear. You got to realize that, hey, I fucked up. I got to charge it to the game. I gave up back to the streets. I can't get in my feelings. A lot of y'all give them back to the streets and then get in your feelings. Why you give them back to the streets in the first place?
Don't give them back to the streets, bro.
Please don't. Please,
don't give them back to the streets.
I'm telling you.
Because if I walk by, I'm scooping and scoring.
I'm
scooping and scoring.
It's a reason why when you was younger, your mama said your ass better be inside this house for them street lights come on. Because when them street lights come on, it's some people out there, and you might have a good time. She didn't really let you know why you need to be in the house when the street lights came on. She just knew that if you stayed out there when them street lights was on, you might not listen to anything she ever said, because now you're grown. So now you done got through. So now you're exposed to the grown. Now you want to run upstairs and bang on. Come on, guys. Come on, be easy, man. Take it easy. It's all right. She gone. It's more where that came from. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's only a small percentage of them posting gifts. It's only a small percentage.
Very small. It was a very small percentage of them that posted gifts this year. Look, I was on my timeline, and I just want to let y'all women know. For the women that I know that have 2 Instagrams and posted your gifts from both niggas that gave you gifts, and I follow both your Instagrams, you player. To the 7 women that on they friends, and I got that green ring, and I appreciate you for allowing me and your close friends, and you posted the real gift from your real nigga on your friends, and then you posted the other gift on your page. You real player. And I just want to let y'all women know, y'all so player out here. And fellas, if y'all want to be in love, do that. Just do it. If you want to be in love, just do it. Just understand. They got the game on lock. Because some of the stuff I done seen yesterday made me think I don't really want to be in a relationship no time soon. Because these women on a whole level of being a player. That fellas, y'all ain't as pee as y'all think y'all are. Because these females, they pee. Like, there's one chick I follow. She got 7 gifts. And she's so gangster, she posted every gift she received from each dude. I've been 45 minutes on my social media. I broke my social media rule by a whole hour yesterday, just watching stories of my female friends, and they posted their gifts. They posted the money. 2 of them posted trips. They were jumping on planes to go on international trips yesterday. Who goes on an international trip on a Monday?
Somebody that's doing it the right way.
And it just proved to me that I don't care what nobody say. Ain't nobody broke. There ain't no real recession out here. Because there's some dudes that I watched that, look, there's some dudes I seen on social media, some regular ass dudes now. Now they got roommates, but I ain't gonna talk about that. These niggas got roommates so they can spend money on this tricking level. It ain't pimping, it's tricking. I'm gonna just go ahead and let you niggas know that. It ain't pimping, you tricking hard, my nigga. But they got roommates because they tricking so hard. And I ain't willing to go that far. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and let you niggas know I'm not willing to go that far. Like, I need my independence. I ain't willing to trick that hard.
She's still going.
she's still going. Yeah, because I'm call me Swiper.
You can't treat out to a good night at your crib because you got too many niggas over there playing 2K.
I know, exactly. So she got to slide by mine. So you done sat there and took her out to eat. You done bought her the roses. You did all of that. And then she slide by my house to get swiped down. She passing out swipes. And who am I? I'm not going to deny the bountiful blessings that the Lord has blessed me with. Not really. Yesterday, even the ones that came my way, I couldn't do it.
Yeah. It's always best, fellas. That's we gonna leave. I'm definitely gonna leave that in y'all spirit. If you ain't messing with a pre-Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day is literally the worst day to give her something because she gonna really think y'all,
y'all in a relationship.
Y'all think y'all go together.
Oh, y'all in a relationship, bro. Don't do it.
1,000%.
I'm gonna tell you, don't do it, young man. Don't do it, young man.
At least not on Valentine's.
No, I'm gonna tell you, don't do it the rest of this month. Like, no nut February. Just no nut it up. Because you gotta think about it, bro. If you smashed her the week before Valentine's Day, y'all in a relationship. If you smashed her in the month of February, you in a relationship, my G, because she expecting a gift on Valentine's Day. And I'm gonna tell you like this, man. If you smashing a chick on Valentine's and you not with her, your ass in a relationship for the rest of the month. And I'm the king of monogamous micro relationships, but I'm gonna just tell you this: you don't want a Valentine's Day relationship. Now, if you think I gave out some bad information, you think me and Ken don't know what the hell we talking about, I'm gonna tell you like this. We might not. But the cool part about everything is we're speaking from our experiences that have led us to have some form of success in life. I'm gonna tell you like this. I've learned several things, and I'm gonna just give you a quick synopsis, like for you remedial ass Negroes. Quality time beats stuff all the time. Remember that. Remember that when you're dealing with your lady. Quality time beats stuff all the time. Working on yourself is a form of self-love. If you don't know why you're lonely, you need to get that out. If you forget that nobody wants what nobody else wants, if you forget that, you're not going to be able to push forward and understand that you got to work on yourself and be enticing to somebody. They got to see value in you. If people don't see value in it, they don't want you. And then also, prepping for relationships is a form of insurance. You got to make sure you're prepped and ready to be in a relationship before you jump in a relationship. And then lastly, these women are more P than you. Don't be thinking, this is what I learned on Valentine's Day, man. These women is more player than us. They more savages than us. And I'm gonna tell you, fellas, this: these females that you ain't had sex with, you ain't smelt no parts of the pussy, and you out here spending your whole goddamn all your financial security on, I'm gonna tell you this: they are more of a thug than you are because you ain't got their heart with your penis. So because of that, bro, they'll take your ass for every goddamn dollar you got. So be mindful. Be very
and let Terry Bone.
And let Terry Bone. And I know a little better than him. She let this nigga Terry Bone. Bad luck, the wood. God bless the wood. All right. With that being said, Ken, you got any final words for the people?
Hey, protect your heart, people. Protect your heart. Love yourself. Love yourself so you don't get played. Because there's a lot of playing out here on both sides.
Facts. There's so much playing going on, man. I'm gonna tell you, please be careful. Please, 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 please be careful. Because, it definitely it makes me think of a line from a movie. I said, you think they out here playing? Huh? You think he playing? He ain't playing. Fool gonna smoke you. Worm gonna smoke you. These chicks, that's worm. They gonna smoke you. They're gonna play with your heart. They're gonna play with your emotions. But you gotta be ready for it. You gotta be ready for it. You gotta make sure you prepped. You prep for success. Point blank, period. All right. We're gonna go ahead and get up off of here, man. This has been a good ass pod, fun ass pod. It's been a great ass fucking time talking with you, Ken. Man, hope y'all motherfuckers learned something. I know I sound real relaxed right now, but this is a fun ass topic. What's up, executive producer Carter?
Executive in the building. If you ain't did nothing else, get you some 75% off candy too.
Yeah, get you some 75% off candy for yourself. Buy a cheap ass basket, put it in there, wrap it up in some plastic wrap, and then put "from me to Bay." Post it on your IG. Somebody got you something. Somebody loves you, baby. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Somebody loves you, baby. But not me, motherfucker. All right, we out.